Hello everyone, this is Mr. Ege, and I'm going to demonstrate how to create a solid model part inside the Inventor. Inventor is the software just dedicated to mechanical engineering, most of the engineering jobs, and it creates 3D solid models, it creates animations and forces and structural analyses, many things. And I'd like you to just watch this, okay, how it is done. This is the final picture of the three-dimensional technical picture of the solid model. It looks like a T, letter T lying down three-dimensionally. We're going to create this drawing, and then we're going to make it 3D solid model, and we're going to print it out, 3D print it out, okay? And this is the Inventor. When you double-click the Inventor, it is going to look like pretty much like this. So I'm going to go to File and I'm going to click on the New, and it will give you a bunch of options. These are metric unit options. Under the templates on the top, there is a English US highlighted, and that means it's an inch system. On the middle, in the middle, there is a standard IPT is highlighted. I click on it, and that's the part drawing that we're going to create. Sometimes you create multiple part drawings and then you put them together in an assembly drawing, but this is going to be a part drawing. So it's already highlighted. We're going to use inch system, we're going to use standard IPT, and at the lower right hand corner there's a create button, and click on it. And now we have a blank screen, and this is the part that where we're going to create the blank screen. But you're going to have to pay attention to the browser on the left hand side. This area actually is pretty much gives you access to different modes of the drawing. Right here, there's an origin folder, and there's a chevron mark on the left-hand side of the origin. So we have to select our XY plane. I'm clicking on the chevron mark. It gives me three options of the three different planes. And this is basically my viewpoint. XY plane is similar to what I'm looking for top down. And XZ plane is similar to the wall in front of me, and YZ plane looks like a wall on my left side. I want to draw this on my XY plane as if I'm drawing on the floor or on the table. So I'm clicking on it. As soon as I click on this one, a square shape appears in the middle of my screen, drawing screen, with icon in the middle. So this is a standard procedure. You always select a plane and then you create a sketch. So in the middle, the icon says create a sketch. So I'm going to click on it to create a sketch. Instantly, it generates crosshair marks on me, and there is a yellow dot at the intersection of crosshairs. That's your starting point, okay? So I'm going to go click on, I want to show you the pictures. Okay, it's going to look like this at the end, okay? So I'm going to start from somewhere around here, this corner, okay? So I'm going to go to line comment, okay? Move my cursor over where the yellow mark is, and move my cursor up a little higher. Now there are two dimensions, one of which vertical dimension is highlighted already, okay? So I want this length to be 1.919. So because it's highlighted, I can type directly 1.19, and the computer already knows it is inches. I don't need to type inch mark, enter. Now I'm going to zoom out so that I can see entirely what I'm drawing. I move my cursor to the right. Now computer knows me, I want to go to the right, so it highlights the length to the right. And I want that length to be 0.5, half inch. So I'm typing 5.5, enter. Now I'm moving my cursor down, okay? And computer knows that I want to go down to highlights the length, vertical length of the line that I'm about to draw, and I want that to be 0.44 inches, so I'm typing 0.44 or 0.44, enter, okay? Now I want to go to the right way, move my cursor to the right, computer highlights the length of the line. That distance is supposed to be 1.94, so I'm typing 1.94 inches, but again, I don't need to type inches, computer already knows, enter. I'm moving down, and this length, okay, is supposed to be 0.31 inches, so I'm typing 0.31, enter. I'm moving left. Now this time I don't need to enter dimensions anymore, because computer understands, this software Inventor understands that location of my cursor, when it is lining up with the previous point, it shows me with the dotted lines. That means I don't need to enter dimensions anymore. Okay, so because it shows me with the dotted lines that it sees the earlier point, this point or location of my cursor is directly, perfectly matching with the location previous point. So I click, okay, move my cursor, and same thing happens. When it lines up with the 0,0 point, it shows it to me. It becomes obvious to the computer. It makes it obvious to me. Click. I'm going to click when it is perfectly lining up. Click. Move my cursor to the first point. Click. And drawing is design is done. Okay. What's missing? Let's check it out. I have two circles here that needs to be perfectly centered. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on the circle command. Okay, I don't need the circle command. First, I need to locate the center of the circle. That's very critical action. You cannot draw the circle before knowing the center of the circle. So I'm going to click the line command. I'm going to create a construction line to indicate the center of the circle. Just keep that in mind. It's a very common engineering practice. You create the starting point of the circles first. So you have to create the construction lines, and those construction lines point out the perfect location of the center of the circle. So I'm moving my cursor in somewhere approximately in the middle of the shape, and knowing that the computer will see the center point of the utmost right vertical line and the center point of the utmost lower line, bottom line, horizontal line, and it will show me as dotted lines in between, intersection of dotted lines, showing me that there is a perfect point, intersection of these two midpoints. And it shows me with the yellow mark. So I click on it. Okay, this is the center point. I calculate, knowing this ahead of time, I calculated the total location of the center of the hole should be 0.28 inches higher. So I'm typing 0.28, enter. Okay? This is the first circle, center of the first circle. I'm moving my cursor down, and the location of the center of the second circle would have been 0.56. I'm typing 0.56, enter. Okay? So enter again, I'm out. So this line indicates geometric locations of the centers of the two circles. That's very important to know before drawing the circle. So I go to circle command and move my cursor over the top of the line I just drew, move my cursor. As you can see, the computer would like me to enter the diameter of the circle. The diameter of the circle happens to be 0.19 or 0.19. So I'm typing 0.19, enter. That's the circle. Because I don't need to create two holes are the same size, I don't need to create a second circle. I need to copy. I will copy the existing one, so I'm going to use the copy command and select the copy command. Now, copy command comes with the selection button, which is already picked up for me. It's already blue. So computer expects me to select the circle. I click, move your cursor on it. When it's highlighted, I click on it. Second, there's a base point button here, icon here. Click on it. And then the base point would be end of the line or center of the circle. Click on this, move my cursor. When it reaches to the end of the bottom end of the line, click on it again. So two circles are created. I'm going to go to done. As you can see, this is already done. So two circles, two holes are created. I don't need the center mark anymore. So I click on it, delete key. I don't need this location, this line anymore. Click on it, delete key. Okay. And what do I do left to them? I'm going to finish the sketch. I'm going to save this work, and then I'm going to extrude it. Okay? That's the order of things. And when you want to see when it is extruded, really how it is extruding, that's why you want to bend your view a little bit using, there is a view on top right-hand corner, view cube. So move the view cube a little bit at an angle like this so that you can see when extrusion is done, three-dimensional, you can see it's happening in front of your eyes. So I think I'm done. Now I'm going to go to finish sketch on the top right. This is what has to be done. Click. I'm going to go to this file, save as, and save it exactly where I'm supposed to have it down. Save. I go to find the right place. Save as an IPT drawing. And the name is, okay, ClawAdapter. So I'm going to type ClawAdapter. Okay. And then save. Now I'm ready to extrude this. So click on extrude button, top left-hand corner. Its computer is asking me to select the extrusion area. I'm moving my cursor in the middle of the area. Click. And it's 1 inch is too much extrusion. I want this to extrusion to be the height of the T should be 0.25. 0.25 inch, a quarter inch. So 0.25. That's good, but I want this extrusion two-way extrusion, so I'm going to click on it in both ways, okay? And the dimension is correct, and the extrusion directions are correct. I'm going to click OK. Now, this is the gadget created. The 3D solid model gadget is created. Thank you very much for watching.